Streetz 993, your choice of hip-hop and R&B. The plug, C-Dub, is up in here, and I love bringing people in the studio, kicking it on the C-Dub show, getting you guys informed of different things that's happening in the city and around the world, all right? I got my man JC Shagag is here. He's a subject matter expert / master instructor. Man, welcome on the show, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me.
So tell everybody a little bit about this master instructor and who you are.
All right, I'm JC Shagag. I am a certified law enforcement instructor, international law enforcement instructor. I'm also a certified personal protection specialist and a subject matter expert and expert witness for criminal court in the areas of self-defense, deadly force, police operations, security operations, and special operations.
So mastering a little bit of anything, we got security and self-defense and all of that.
Yeah, they it's pretty much the same suit,
Okay.
But everybody just, they call it by different names.
Okay, so tell us a little bit, you did some military time, right?
Yes, sir. I did 15 years Army, 7 of those years with special operations.
Man.
And it opened my eyes to a lot of things. And I did 20 years as a police officer.
Okay.
And 13 of those years SWAT instructor. So it just confirmed those things that I seen while I was in the military.
Okay, that's dope, man. Tell everybody, let's start off with what is the definition or your definition of self-defense?
Self-defense is the ability of a person to be able to recognize, avoid, or defeat a harmful or dangerous situation.
Okay. Now, what are some laws that correlate around self-defense? The laws that we need to know and the laws that we think that we know.
Right.
Because we didn't watch Cops or something, man.
Right.
And think that we know, like, yeah.
All right, well, for the state of Tennessee, it's called the TCA code, right? And TCA code 39-11-611 is the Tennessee's laws on self-defense. And the first two elements that has to be present is that A, you are not committing a crime yourself, and B, you are in a place that you are authorized to be. So if you're going to participate in benefiting from self-defense law, you can't be committing any infractions of the law yourself. And wherever you're located, you have a right to be. You're authorized to be there.
It's basically you supposed to be where you supposed to be. So if you somewhere you ain't supposed to be,
right,
you already looking suspect.
Right. Like plenty of times in the past, we have kind of come across each other when I was doing security out in the streets, right? And then let's just say we kicking somebody out the club, and we say, "Hey, you gotta go right now."
Right.
But they making a big fuss about how much money they done spend and who they with and who they are. Never you mind, sir. Right. Sir, you got to go. Right. And then he be like, "Make me." And then, don't put your hands on him. Then we put hands on him to get him out. And now he want to claim self-defense. Well, he can't because he was just asked to leave several times before that. So now he's no longer have the authorization to be
where he need to be.
Right. And he's committing a crime at the same time because now he's criminal trespassing after he was told to leave.
And he's still there.
Man,
I tell you, man, I try to tell some of my people, take some time off Facebook and Instagram and read those TCA codes.
I'm telling you.
Those codes are there for a reason. And then if you have a better understanding of the codes, then I think that we as black people will make more educated decisions about things instead of just popping off like a firecracker.
Look, if you can learn one of these songs that you know by heart, you can learn TCA 39-11-611. It's not super long.
It's a TCA 39 what?
11-611. 39-11-611.
Okay.
Right. And then plus I hold workshops online and in person for people to learn the self-defense long to be able to articulate it as well as participate in boards.
We're going to put something together. Y'all stick around. Streetz going to put something together with my man, JC. Tell everybody how to, because I know that you do a lot of things with doing self-defense, and I'm hearing now that you're gearing off in a little bit more into the youth and trying to, spread some light on that with self-defense on that. How is that connection that you got going on with the schools and the youth?
Well, I haven't been able to get into the schools, but I have been able to get into a bunch of these youth organizations.
Youth organizations, okay.
Okay, now there's some people who are currently working to get me in the schools, but at the same time, when you give people knowledge, they tend not to have to be able to depend on the system. So knowing this will free people from having to really depend on the system a lot, because a lot of your schools have zero tolerance, right? And that's pretty much that. Not only is it unfair, it's borderline illegal. You can't blame a victim for being victimized. You can't punish a victim for being victimized. And kids should have the ability to be able to defend themselves against unwanted attacks, touching, so on and so forth. But the youth organizations, they'll call me in and I'll do a workshop teaching the kids about leadership, because they can't govern their environment if they can't govern themselves.
Right.
So I teach them about leadership. Then I teach them about self-preservation.
Okay.
I know how popular it is to attend chaos, dysfunction, when people are fighting and doing all this madness. I know how they want to run over there and watch or
pull out their phones.
Yeah. I teach them, fight that inclination. Don't do that. Go somewhere safe, because the way that these young folks are using these guns nowadays,
man,
and what they say, bullets don't have no names on them.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And all it takes is for one to hit you. And we talking about taking your life, taking your ability to think, taking your ability to move, all because you want to see some chaos. You want to participate in some chaos. So teach them how not to do that. And then at the same time, how to go about the routine or the formula of, if you're being attacked, you're being bullied, you tell somebody. You have what we call a paper trail. You tell somebody and you make note, or you tell your parents, hey, this person did this to me today.
Right.
I told this teacher during this class. The person did it again. I told this teacher during that class.
Do you think it's more so if they don't feel like they don't want to be a snitch about the situation?
Sure. I think that's part of it, but we have to look at the big picture. And the big picture is over 280 school shootings in 1 year. And 78% of those school shootings was because of people being bullied. People are bringing guns and stuff to school to defend themselves.
Yeah, I seen a couple of weeks ago, it was Hunters Lane and Hillsborough. I was like, man, why do these kids feel like they need to bring a gun to school?
Because guns are so easily accessed. And what that is going on, it's hard to tell them don't do it, because it's already being done. So now let's do it like this. Let's educate you on these guns. Let me show you how to properly hold them. Let me show you what they are intended for, and get the mystique, get the bravado, the machismo away from the gun. And now you can concentrate, okay, this is a tool of death and destruction. And I don't want to die from it. I don't want my people to die from it. So now I know what to do, how to handle this if one comes my way.
Right.
I know how to empty it while we be looking at it. Oh, man, let me see that. Drop the mag, take the one out the chamber, and now you can pass it around and let everybody see it. And then, hey, man, give me my bullet. Yeah, when I leave, you can have these back.
Right. But while I'm in these four walls, right, I'm trying to be safe.
I ain't trying to get accidentally hit.
Tell us about some seminars and some people who are listening right now who you would like to partner with so we can get more. I know it's workshops, right?
Yes, sir.
Workshops and seminars. So we need to educate these people and get the stuff out here and get the stuff set up. I know this year for 2023, first quarter, I'm coming to you and we setting up a Streetz 993 defense class and seminar class. And a gun and safety class. Like, everybody bring your gun, have you at the doors, making sure everything slides and stuff, and rack back and everything, be safe. But just educating the people on the right way, just the right way, and knowing the laws to protect yourself. So what are some different organizations that you need to help you out, man? I'm here to help you.
All right. Well, I'm looking to partner with nonprofit organizations that deal with youth as well as women and the general community. I'm looking to partner with your schools, your private schools, a lot of the other schools. You had public schools and then
charter schools.
The charter schools.
Okay.
Charter schools, private schools, they have a little more leeway.
Okay.
And I've worked with a couple of those. I'm also looking for community organizations to partner with them, local businesses. If you are a local business owner and you want to offer something a little more to your clients, your customer base, this will be. And also your fraternities and your sororities. I know they do a lot of community work, so I would like to partner with them as well.
Okay. Well, we're going to make sure we get that out, get all the information on streetz993.com. JC, you got any last words, man? Anything you want to say? You're always welcome to come back, big dog.
I appreciate that, man. Well, what I'd like to do is inform folks that let's get out of the victim mindset. Let's be proactive and not reactive. We know
when you say victim mindset, elaborate on that.
Victim mindset is like, I deal with a lot of different people from different cultures. And from our culture, a lot of people think just because they have a gun, they have an answer. And what they don't know is 25% of police officers get their gun taken from them and get shot with their own gun. And we talking about people who are trained to a higher degree than most
normal civilians,
regular citizens. Exactly. Yeah. So if they can get their gun taken, you can too. All right. And then people who thinking they live in a certain area because it's not ran down, they think crime won't happen to them. People who think that they are related to somebody important think that crime won't happen to them, when crime is happening all around us. Criminality is happening all around us. And if we're not aware of it, when we leave our comfort zone, our home, then we become just what they're looking for. So get out of the victim mindset and get into the victor mindset. Become victorious, because when you leave home, you want to come back, right? So I'll give you the tools on how to come back.
That's good. JC Shigard, man, to get them all the information, where can they follow you on social media, website, and everything?
Yeah, I'm JC Shigard, SHEGOG, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. I also have a YouTube page. I'm on LinkedIn. If you want to check my credentials, all you have to do is Google me. I've been around for a long time.
Just Google it.
I have pages.
Certified.
Yeah. Been doing this for a long time. And my website is jcshigard.com. My email is jc@jcshigard.com. And my phone number is 615-669-1558.
There it is, man. Y'all got the Facebook, the Instagram, the website, and the telephone number. Hit them up if you need any more information about self-defense. Really, 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 guys, with crime going out here, and a lot of these kids just don't care about living. So I don't want you to get caught in any of them stray bullets. That way you can protect yourself the right way. All right. JC, the subject matter expert, master instructor, man. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for allowing me, my brother.
All right, man. There it is. C-Dub hanging out with Streetz 99.3.
Follow us on social media at Streetz 99.3.
I love listening on the app. It's on the app. The app.
Download the app from your Google Play Store or Apple Store. The only station really connected in the streets.